Number 2 is 32. Number 4 is 2 points, and that's a shocker. 2.6. I don't understand why you don't just like put it in your notebook. Like, why is that a thing? Why?
And it's in my mom's car because my dad took me to math, even though I didn't expect that.
Page 7. Your homework that was due today. Number 6, 4.16. Number 8 is 6.25. Number 10A is about 0.314 or 31.4%. And 10B, excuse me, is 0.48 or 48%. 12 is negative 9.7. And 14 is 39.6. 16 is 10 and 7/15. And 8 is negative 1. 20 is, 18, yes. 20 is 33 and 1/3. 22 is 0.25. I don't know why they keep switching back decimal and fraction. You really would, oh, I see why. Because B and D. I see, I understand. LOL, JK, moving on. 24 is 17.8 degrees Celsius to 22.8 degrees Celsius. And 26 is $48.83. What questions do we have on those, kiddos?
Repeat what you said for 24. I like.
What you said for 24.
What you said. What was the answer?
24A was 17.8 degrees Celsius to 22.8 degrees Celsius. And 24B is yes, something like 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit equals 37 degrees Celsius. So a temperature above 37 degrees Celsius indicates fever, something along those lines. What other questions do you have on this one? Numero 4. All right. No, bring your own.
Oh, yeah.
No, I don't loan calculators to Algebra 2 students. Algebra 2 students should be able to be responsible enough to bring their own calculator. And if they don't bring a calculator, they can YOLO and do the math themselves, in their little brains or in their margins. All right. So page 7, number 12, right? 4. Great. Is that what we're doing?
Yep.
That's what I'm doing now. Okay. 5C minus 2 times the quantity of another quantity, B minus A, and then plus C, close parentheses. And then we're going to start shoving stuff in from the givens. Oh, psh, psh, psh. I know. So much nesting. What's going to go right here? 4.2. What's going to go right here? 3. And here? -2. What about these one?
C. That's what I wrote. I don't know why.
4.2.
That's what I wrote.
Okay. What should we do first?
Parentheses inside the parentheses.
I agree. What should we do first?
Ka-chink.
We should ka-chink on the parentheses inside the parentheses. Since this is Algebra 2, we might notice that since this doesn't have anything to do with anything else yet, we may as well do it as well. What's 5 times 4.2? I don't think it's 21. That doesn't sound right. Is it? 5 to, oh yeah, because, no, it is 21. Yep, you're right. And then 3 plus 2 is 5.
How did I get this wrong? That's exactly what I did.
We just messed up the whole thing.
What's 9.2 times negative 2?
Oh, that's where I messed.
Yeah, probably right.
Because I subtracted the 2 first and then multiplied.
And then we get 2.6. That sound right?
So,
You made a mistake? It's okay.
We all made
yeah,
mistakes.
so when there's, yeah, and multiply by.
Did you multiply the negative 2 times the 5 or some nonsense? Is that what you did?
No, I subtracted 21 from 2 to get 19
Ah.
and then multiplied it.
You gotta get rid of the shenanigans first. They're protected. The 2 is protected. You gotta bust through the shield.
I just copied it anyway.
That happens. That's a thing that happens.
I got like 112 on it.
Nice. Good job. Any other questions from this lesson?
Can we do 12?
Yep. We can do 12.
I'm proud I did all of them.
I'm so proud. Good job.
I got most of mine.
Did you? Look at that. Look what happens when you just give it a shot.
I didn't know.
And apparently you helped your brother with his homework. You're just like banging on all 8 cylinders. It's great. Basically a pro. You should start charging your mom for tutoring services. W minus 2x plus y. These kind of problems are like those stupid things that you see on Facebook where it's like, what is the right answer to this? And half the time, like, the right answer that whoever posted is trying to tell you is wrong. Like, what are you talking about, stupid morons? Probably most of those are on bots. Like, I feel like 80% of what's on Facebook now is just like bots.
I haven't seen any divisions involved
Right? Right?
Like when I wrote it on my paper, I didn't know because I'm so used to it. I've done that since early middle school. Yeah.
What are we going to put right here?
3. Negative.
And here?
4.
And this one?
2.6.
Yeah. 4 is right.
Just gotta double check that we're not going
No, I thought I saw -4 on the thing, but it was not. It was +4. You were right. So brilliant. What should we do first?
It's 2 times.
Negative 2 times.
Wow.
You gotta remember the negative.
All right, -3 minus 8 plus 1.3. Sound reasonable?
That 3 looks not like a 3.
Looks like a.
It doesn't look like anything else.
It's running away.
That's fine. He looks enough like a 3 that he's going to be fine. He has a good personality. Okay, what do we do now?
Negative 11 plus 1.3. So it's 10 points. No, 9.
9.7.
My brain
Negative.
I wrote it down properly, guys. I promise I can do it. I just can't talk.
And then can we do the A part of 24?
Probably.
All of the word part.
Can you do the 10 on 10?
The 10 part.
The 10A?
The 10, what, are you okay? The 10, oh, the 10 part, I see, I'm following. I follow, yeah, we can do probably both of those two things. All right, 24, we got some conversion to,
I don't think I wrote it down. Yes, that's what I should think right now. What food tastes different?
Yeah. I did this correct. I just did it.
It's not really wrong.
I almost ran out of room on my paper whenever I was doing this.
oh, no.
Yeah, I had issues with that.
You should probably abandon the hope of doing your entire work for your entire homework set on one page.
I will keep
The
that.
problems are getting bigger and bigger. As soon as we hit matrices, you know, it's just gonna like, you're gonna do a problem per page.
How long exactly take?
What?
How long until that happens?
Like unit 5 or 6, I think.
Okay, I can keep you hope alive until then.
Maybe. All right, what are we doing in 24A? The formula, C equals all that mess. 5 times, I should have this one memorized. I don't know why I don't. Because I don't usually write it in this form, that's why. That's the excuse I'm giving. Usually I write it 5/9.
My question is, how do you switch it around where you try to have
Hey,
Celsius
we're
and not
trying to
Fahrenheit?
memorize that in,
You'd have to solve for F.
hold on, I could have done
So you had to like multiply both sides by 9/5
You know what I was really
and then add 32, and then you'd have F.
I almost just looked up
I was
conversion.
trying to figure that out when I was doing it. I was like, if I do it backwards, how?
Right?
I took like 30 minutes trying to figure that out.
You
Oh my
forgot
gosh.
the little degree symbol.
Yeah, well, it's not, you don't need it yet.
I don't need it because I don't have any numbers written. Okay. No, I literally didn't forget anything because these are not the units. These are variables. If I was like 23 degrees Celsius, then but like if I'm saying C equals that, then I don't mind correction, but you're wrong in this instance.
It's just the formula for converting,
Right. Those are variables, not units.
well, in chemistry class, we write the little degree.
In chemistry class, you write the little degree thing when it's units. Or when your teacher's wrong. One of the two. Or both. I don't know. Okay. Anyway. Room temperature commonly ranges from that many degrees Fahrenheit to that many degrees Fahrenheit. So we can't talk. We shove the numbers in there. And then we simplify. So we get 5/9 times 32. And whatever that is. Enter.
5 times 32.
Wait,
can you read out the answer for it again?
17.8 degrees Celsius to 22.8 degrees Celsius.
Okay, so I got it right, but then I just know there's stuff in like subtract, so I got like 5 point right.
Oh, you found like the range of them or something. Yeah, so yeah. But that's not what it's asking. Yeah. It does, well, so it sounds like that's what it's asking. So I could see where you got confused. Because it says find the temperature range. So that makes sense. That would be, it was not this class. I think it was in geometry, because geometry is more likely to have this kind of thing. If, like on a test or even a quiz or whatever, if you can like make a valid mathematical argument for why your answer is right, and I am persuaded, I will give you those points. So, I mean, you're going to do that anyway. You're going to argue, but like for the people that are not going to, well then it's fine. You will probably learn something from that. Honestly, you come up and be like, I think my answer was right because of this, and then I'll be able to be, well, no, because this thing. So you'll get to learn something. So even if you're wrong, arguing for your answer is beneficial to you.
So like,
So
I'm right.
about what?
Nothing.
Everything. Okay, great.
Valid mathematical arguments.
All right, we were going to look at something else. 10A, a player's attack percentage is calculated using the formula A equals K minus E, where K represents the number of kills. Such a violent sport. E represents the number of attack errors, including blocks, and T represents the total attack attempted. Find the attack percentage. Show you would shove the numbers in there and solve it, right? So the formula was A equals K minus E. Over T. And it tells us that K is 22 and E is 11 and T is 35. So we'd get 11/35, and then we would find a decimal for that. Because it asked specifically for the percentage, and so when we get the decimal, we get 0.314. We convert that to a percent by bouncing that over twice and get 31.4%.
Okay, and like number 16, you do this like 1/3 is one of the plug-in variables.
You just didn't
And I converted it to a decimal to make it easier to do. Is that okay?
I just didn't do it.
It's
So,
like I wrote down 0.
so you said 16?
Yeah.
So 16 uses both. It uses the y variable and the z variable. So it uses the decimal and the fraction. So you could
So I
have, your answer could be either one.
Okay, is there one that you like? Would you prefer
So-
to do it 1/3, or is it okay to?
A fraction would be better because in this instance, because if you convert 1/3 to a decimal, then you break it a little bit. Because 1/3 is 0.3 repeating, which is not the same as 0.3. And so when you take 1/3 and make it a decimal, it kind of breaks a little bit. So that's why I think they probably left it. They did the fraction version because it's a more exact answer.
Isn't the 3 repeating though, right? 'Cause that's
What?
I entered it 3 repeating.
You entered it 3 repeating.
I wrote it down as 3 repeating.
Yeah,
That's what
it's right. You're going to end up with we're going to end up with a slightly off answer if you use the decimal version. Slightly.
And would that be kind enough for any test?
I wouldn't give you a problem that mixed decimals and fractions in the given. I would give you a problem that either had fractions or decimals, and I'm sure I've said this before in here. If the problem starts in fractions, you end in fractions. If it starts in decimals, you end in decimals. And on a test, it wouldn't be mixed, because that's obnoxious for a test. Because at this point in our math career, I do start counting off for stuff like that. So it would be clear. Any other questions on this lesson? All right, quiz time. Time to. Why don't you have?
It was in my mom's car.
You don't have anything. Weren't prepared at all.
Yeah, picked me up whenever he wasn't supposed to.
I guess
You weren't
can't do
prepared at
that.
all. You're gonna have to look at your neighbor's book. You have to be like, "Can I please look over your shoulder?" And you have to do it in that voice.
I have to.
Yeah, you have to. It's like the rules. All right, quiz
No, you gotta make him ask.
Don't do it.
1-1, page 7. She's so sweet. Listen, so nice.
See, when you put the P7, because before that's what you did for just the page P7, but now it's just P7, so it
A
confused,
little p and big P.
it confused her. at
Little
first.
p and big P.
It didn't confuse me. She did her homework first, so I got to watch her struggle.
I see. So the only reason it didn't confuse you is she worked through it first. Good job. Way to sacrifice for the team. Good job. All right, and we're going to do page P7 and, no, page 7, numbers 1 and, what was it? 7. I was about to say 17, but no. 1 and 7.